Alright, so I have a quest that I've unlocked at some point while doing my adventures in this area of Sumeru. So let's find out what this Perry wants. Pick this up first. Okay. Jar Jar. Ah la la, harder, further, or farther. With more twists and turns, it will surely scare away all the goons. Oh, isn't this Jar Jar? Even after all these years, you're still stuck in your own little world. Allah, you're Lady Sorush. Huh? Do you know this Perry? I met her once a long time ago. We're not that familiar, but I've heard stories about her. Besides, Jar Jar's eccentric character is well known among the Perry. She always uses these things from who knows where and messes around building nonsensical challenges. Most of the Perry try to avoid her. Even Sorush finds her strange. Sorush, are you sure it's okay to be judging someone to her face? You don't know her all that well, right? So maybe you shouldn't believe everything you heard. Well, she's changed now. And she looks pretty enthusiastic. Maybe she's doing something good for the Perry. Ah la la, no worries. After all, Lady Trash was held in high regard by Lady Suravan and shoulders great responsibilities. Perhaps Lady Sharash will one day be as famous as the divine bird Simurg. To turn one's nose up at a random nobody such as myself is but a given. The fact that Lady Sharash has nothing at all to say about me is already an honor. Wow, that's all in the past now. Let bygones be bygones. But we Perry should remember the happenings of the past. Ahem. In the past, I distanced myself from my fellow Perry and took the longer path. But that's enough about me. Tell me more about you. Ah la la la. As you can see, I'm preparing something called Lightcall Resonance, so I can fend off those skeptic goons. They approached me with the pretense of wanting to be friends and drilled me with questions, trying to get something out of me that no human can learn. They've been getting on my nerves. Why would the Order of Skeptics even do that? Maybe they're Najuna's minions. After all, Sharash has been tricked by him before. I don't know who you're talking about, but whoever they are, it won't matter. The Lightcall Resonance will drive them all out. I made it clear to them that anyone who fails to pass Lightcall Resonance is too stupid and weak to ask me questions. From what Paimon gathered, this Lightcall Resonance thing sounds like some kind of trial. Is it a test of fighting ability or a test of speed? Ah la la la, it's the later. That was quick, you guys really know your stuff. Collecting certain items in a limited time and getting to the finish line as quickly as possible. This is a form of trial that humans are most familiar with. Are you interested? Oh, I know. Why don't you try it out? No way. Traveler is my Yashnapati. You can't just casually ask us to help you. It's exactly because he has the honor of being Lady Shrash's Yashnapati that it's got to be him. The Yashnapati of Lady Shrash is always well renowned among the humans. For Lightcall Resonance to meet with his approval would be the highest honor. If Lightcall Resonance ever becomes an important right for selecting courageous humans, Lady Sharash should deserve all the credit for having made it happen. Just a few moments from you and your Yashnapati will bring your name glory. Wouldn't that be nice? Is that so? Ahem. Of course. I just didn't want Traveler to go running around for nothing. The Order of Skeptic Goons have offered me some nice things. They're of no use to me, and I'd happily give them to the Yashnapati and his pale floater as a reward. Nice things. Rewards for Paimon. So, Sharash, what more can be said? Let's go and help Jar Jar. It's just a speed challenge anyway. It's gonna be a piece of cake. Can't say I really care about the rewards, but since you're interested, just say yes to Jar Jar and make it quick. Ah la la, how decisive! It looks like Great Sharash Yasnapati has a lot of experience and confidence. This is the first, simplest test of Lightcall Resonance. Let's begin whenever you're ready. What do you think? Is there anything else that needs preparing? I'm ready. Yeah, we're not scrubs. Oh, we're no scrubs. We always do our best. It's just a test to hold back the order of skeptics. It'll be a walk in the park for me and Traveler. Ah, la la la. Wonderful. You sound so confident. Show me your moves. Okay, so I don't actually have to do anything with Sorush.
Yeah.
Ah la la! As expected, Lady Sorush and her Yasnapati, you made it through with ease. But be warned, that was just the beginning. I still have to adjust the layout of the second trial. Please wait until the next day to find me at the next location. Let me give you a rough estimate of where that'll be. You need a whole day for that? Are you planning to bump the difficulty up after seeing how strong we are? No matter, Jar Jar isn't aware of what Traveler is truly capable of. He's able to handle anything no matter how difficult it gets.
Why is there a chest here?
Wait, what does it say? Waiting until the next day, so it doesn't matter what time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Need to make my way out to that. There she is. Ah la la la, you're here. I didn't get the chance to ask you yesterday, but how did the first trial feel? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hmm. If all you want is to stop the skeptics from bothering you, just make your trial as difficult as possible so that no one passes. As long as you give them a hard time from that get-go, no one would ever dare mess with you again. Jar Jar? It's nothing. Let's continue. You know the rules. Collect all the particles and reach the end as fast as you can. Gilly has been wretched up this time, so don't be careless. Are you ready? Bring it on. Eek, this sounds kind of strange, but Paimon understands what you mean. Hehe, you wouldn't want to miss our performance, Jar Jar. Traveler and Pale Floater are really energetic. Maybe I should be a little more proactive, too. Oop. Okay, I messed that up. I thought I could just like slide down it and hit it, but I was not tall enough for it. So I actually have to like tap it with my feet from gliding. And there we go. Impressive! You got through the second trial without breaking a sweat. It was supposed to be much more complex than the first. Was I not strict enough with the rules? Should I cut down the time limit? Judger looks like she's getting serious. Maybe we've stirred up her competitive spirit. Could be. Looks like she's thinking about the details of the trial. Is it just her competitive spirit? Irrelevant topics aside, the challenge is still not over. As is customary, we need time to prepare for the next trial. Please wait until tomorrow.
Smells like something good is inside. If you press a leaf between...
I think it might be up on the cliff edge, so that's why. There's a lot of chests and stuff to collect here. Allah, you guys held up your end of the bargain. Now let's discuss the details of the last trial. For example, did you find the difference in height between each track too repetitive, or were the obstacles too sparse? There she goes again, rambling with words no Perry would ever use. Do we really have to talk about such trifling matters before a trial? I don't need to be part of this conversation about nitty-gritty details. You can talk amongst yourselves. When you're just about ready, come call for me. It looks like that last trial wasn't challenging enough for you, Traveler. I thought about your suggestion. I think it's indeed necessary to make a few modifications and make Lightcall Resonance more fearsome. Why don't you call me Lady Shrashas Yasnapati anymore? Yeah, now that Paimon thinks about it, all the ah la la in her speech are gone, and she sounds more concise. She really should speak like this more often. When you were talking earlier, you kind of sounded like the skeptics. It was as if you were putting on airs, and you were way too reverent towards Sorush. Aren't you supposed to hate the skeptics? Oh, and we forgot to ask, but what did the Order of Skeptics want from you? Wow, how perceptive of you. Well, I guess there's no point hiding it from you. Where should I start? I knew something was up. Hey, what's the big idea? Paimon's falling behind. No worries, innocent pale floater. It's better not to know these things, as the more you know, the more troublesome it gets. You seem to like treasure and seem solely focused whether words will make you happy. I'll let Traveler deal with all the heavy emotions. No way, Paimon will never let Traveler be unhappy alone. Paimon's going to listen to you talk. Is this what they call true friendship? What have I been doing, except making a fool of myself? What? Alright, enough prattling. Back to business. Come and try another round of Lightcall Resonance. This is no ordinary trial. You may not make it through this time. Okay, we'll talk later after taking on your painstakingly prepared challenge. Just so you know, compared to the last two, this trial will definitely be challenging for you. If you don't give it all your all, you might get knocked down. Let's get started. Something feels off. Did Paimon miss an important conversation? Come on. I've never seen anything like this. Oh, you must be the ones I've been waiting for. But you're also Lady Sharash's Yasnapati. Jar Jar, you don't look too happy. What happened? What's Jar Jar's muttering about? Or what muttering now? This Lightcall Resonance trial was quite a struggle. I'm a little tired, so I didn't quite catch that. It's nothing. Let's focus on the trial. Lady Sharash seems to be tired, and I also have to prepare the final track. I'll see you when it's done, as usual. Then we can chat again. That's very sensible of you. Good. I'll take a short break. My Yashnapati, next time you meet Jar Jar, go on and chat without me. I'll be nearby having a rest and recuperating my strength. This will give you time to chat about the trivial issues that you discussed earlier. If you say so, give Paimon a hint with your eyes. Huh? Oh! Don't worry, Shrash. When the time comes, we'll give Jar Jar some feedback.
I think we can forego the
Got it.
confound.
Achievement. The ones I couldn't finish because I didn't have enough stuff. One of them I could finish now if I wanted to, but I want to do a separate video for that. Because I have 49 of these. Well, this is the closest waypoint, so I'm going to have to go from there.
Keep up.
Okay. With the way you're carrying yourselves, do you really think you can pull this one off? Of course. Like you said, Traveler is Lady Sharash's Yasnapati. He eats these challenges for breakfast. Tell us the truth first. Yeah, Jar Jar. Anything you're gonna tell us and Sharash, spit it out. It's really no big deal. A solitary parry tricked by people into alternative motives. Nothing more. I was originally fond of flying freely in pursuit of speed and skill, and arranged many challenges similar to Lightcall Resonance, but no parry wanted to enjoy them with me. An order of skeptics Goon appeared and said he wanted to be my friend. It was obvious that no matter which wind glider he used, he proved to be an amateur, and yet I fell for his psychophanic overtures. In the end, he saw me as nothing more than an observational sample of ordinary Perry to be used. He also tried to get information about an important Perry out from me. An important Perry? It must be Zervan. That's right. Compared with the first Perry, the great lady Zervan, I'm but a lowly, nameless Perry that no one cares about. The humans treat me well, but not because of who I am, but because of the information I knew. I know. Sounds familiar. Actually, Sorush was cheated for the exact same reason. It may be a simple, nameless Perry, but I don't give away secrets easily. When I found out the truth, I drove him away. I thought that would be the end of it, but then another human came in contact with me, as if unaware that I had just chased his companion away. Are these people all working under an Ajuna? To think he would do all these things, in addition to tricking Sorush. How demeaning. This is why I came up with the Lightcall Resonance. I wanted to show the humans that only those who have passed the trials have the right to speak to me. What about those who pass the trials? I will never tell them a single thing about Lady Servan, even if they do pass the trials. This is a matter of principles. Lady Sorush is right. I'm a strange Perry, always alone. But I won't ever sell out any Perry for the sake of being friends with humans. Whoa, that sounds harsh. Sorush's situation isn't quite the same. That's true. But anyway, you want to make friends, right? It seems a little weird to say it right now, but didn't Traveler pass all the trials? He could be your friend. Traveler? That's right. No, Traveler is your friend in Sorush's Yasnapati. How could I? Friendships aren't like those strange one-on-one master-servant relationships. You can be friends with Paimon and Sorush. That's all there is to it. Let everyone try out your gliding challenge, enjoy your Lightcall Resonance, and be happy. You... The treasure, you can have it now. I don't know how else to express my gratitude. And as for Sorush, never mind. Jar Jar chickened out at the most critical moment. That won't do. It's obvious that you're still talking to Sorush like a member of the Order of Skeptics. What do you think of her? Are you afraid of her? Do you hate her? No, Sorush is such a special Perry. Her resolve and willpower is something I could never hope to learn. I have a lot of respect for her. I just thought that if the Order of Skeptics' manner of speaking could please me to the point where I let my guard down, it must be good enough to make other Perry feel happy too. I thought that it'll make them more willing to talk to me. Come to think of it, perhaps I should stop imitating this manner of flattery. I should be friends with Sorush as my true self. But I'm a little scared. If I don't praise Sorush enough, she'll remember the rumors and won't want anything to do with me. That won't happen. How should Paimon put it? Sorush is a totally different Perry now. She was willing to talk to you from the beginning, wasn't she? And since you already have a high regard of her, Paimon's sure she'll feel your respect, even if you don't use the Order of Skeptics' manner of talking. Let's make a deal. If we pass the trial, you should give it a try. Yeah, there's no going back now, and the treasure isn't important anymore. If we pass this final channel of Lightcall Resonance, you have to try to become friends with Sorush. Otherwise, when Traveler and Paimon travel somewhere else, we go back to being lonely and miserable. Well, at least until the next time someone passes Lightcall Resonance. But Paimon has no idea when that'll be. Hey, don't be so sure of your success. This last trial will be a challenging one. Let's wait until you complete the trial before crossing that troublesome bridge. We won't be underestimated. We've got this final challenge in the bag. I mean, it is this time. For this final trial, you've come up with the hardest setup I can think of. So you'd better give it your all. I mean, get ready to file. Let's go. If we succeed, you have to make good on your promise to tell Sorush how you really feel. Okay, I'll do my best. Where's the next thing? There we go.
Keep up. Keep up.
There we go. Heard a chest. There it is.
Smells like something.
Okay, now all of Jar Jar's trials are complete. The last trial did feel a little more complex. It took us quite some time. Your turn, Jar Jar. Just go ahead and cut to the chase. Ah la la la, later trash. Of course, Lightcall Resonance would be slightly difficult. How would you have bothered your Dishpad to come and have a look otherwise? If it ended too soon, Lightcall Resonance wouldn't deserve to become a proper testing ritual, and it would have been a waste of your precious time. I hope you understand. Fair point. I'll let the matter go then. Jar Jar, what's going on? What's with that tone? What happened to showing you who you really are? I can't help it. I'm not ready. I can't even get the words out. I can't just tell Sorush I've been copying the skeptic's manner of speech. She'll get really mad, that's for sure. Even the thought of it is terrifying. What are you muttering about? Anyways, Mayesh Napati, what do you think about Jar Jar's Lightcall Resonance? It's got great potential? Then I guess there really is something special about it, since even Traveler says so. Surely it would be a bad thing to spend more time with her. Ahem. You may consider me your most distinguished friend, Jar Jar. Not many among the Peri are that lucky. Friend? If I built a more powerful trial than Lightcall Resonance, would you consider giving it a try yourself? That's hard to say. I have a busy schedule, you know. However, on the rare occasion when time permits, I'll think about it. Thank you so very much, Lady Shrash. I promise I'll do my best to create the most satisfactory trial for you. Why the sudden excitement? You still have a lot to learn about how to socialize with the other Peri. Should we say that thanks to Shrash's insensitivity, Jar Jar's problem has been inadvertently solved? At least it's a good ending. Yeah, I hope they get along from now on. The Lightcall Resonance trial was just right for someone as tall as you, right? But didn't you think Shrash is a little too small for the trial? Prima can just imagine her stomping her feet in anger when she fails. Another chest popped up. And I got an achievement. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Alright, so that's the end of that storyline, and I'll see you guys later.